evening and welcome to the December 10th, 2019 meeting of Pequannock Township Council. Ms. Marsh.
In accordance with the requirements of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting was included in the annual meeting notice, which was filed in the office of the Township Clerk, posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building, published as a legal notice in the Suburban Trends newspaper, and distributed to all persons requesting notice in accordance with Township policy.
So I'm going to ask if everyone will continue standing after Councilwoman Florence Lynch reads the prayer. So please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a prayer and a moment of thanks for individuals serving our nation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Most gracious Providence, we ask that you bless this governing body with an abundance of wisdom and understanding, so that every deliberation will result in actions which will promote the common good and the general welfare for all the people of Pequannock Township. Amen.
And I ask that you continue to stand for a moment of silence for the tragedy that happened in Jersey City today. Thank you. Okay, the clerk will please call the roll.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Here.
Mr. Hurd?
Here.
Mr. Phelan is absent. Mrs. Russell?
Here.
Mayor Cole?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, next on the agenda is presentations. We have the Pequannock Township High School Field Hockey Team and the Pequannock Township High School Marching Band. And first on the agenda is the Field Hockey Team. So I'll ask council to come on down with me. Ask the field hockey team and the coach to come on up.
Hi, Mr. Hurd. How are you?
Not over, Joe. He bites.
To the mayor.
So the council and myself think it's very important to honor, the student athletes of and the band of the high school. So that's why we're here tonight, to honor the achievement that the field hockey team did tonight, or this season, and the outstanding season that the band had. So when I'm done reading the proclamation, there's a whole bunch of names for the field hockey team, so I'm going to hand that over to the coach so I don't mess up anybody's name. So it says, whereas the Township of Pequannock takes great pride in the hard work and dedication of the young athletes, and whereas the Pequannock Township High School field hockey team finished the 2019 with an overall 17-4 record under the guidance of head coach Diane Bannon. Is that right?
Good.
Okay. And assistant coaches Colleen Fassinger, Rachel Colvin, outscoring their opponents 61-25. And whereas the field hockey team is the NJAC Independence Conference Championship with an undefeated 8-0 record. And whereas on November 1st, 2019, the Pequannock Township High School field hockey team defeated Boonton High School by a score of 3-0 to win the state sectional championship. So congratulations to all of you. We're going to have the coach. Read the names of the girls.
All right. Samantha Blahat, Victoria Chavez, Isabella Cerisi, Alex Charenson, Emily Deach, Molly Dolan, Francesca Digos, Jordan Fuchs, Charlotte Hardy, Olivia Iorio, Bryn Kelly, Gianna Lorenzo, Megan Miller, Grace Nelson, Jessica Pearson, Katie Schaffner, Haley Tolles, and Emma Terciello. And the junior varsity players, Jenna Angelo, Rachel Augustine, Katie Brown, Reese Chanko, Nicole Dean, Caroline Duggan, Grace Duggan, Juliana Filowitz, Grace Glenn, Lauren Hitchcock, Kayla Martini, Amelia Molinaro, Emerson Reynolds, and Brianna Zalhoff.
Again, thank you and congratulations. Next year, when you play Boonton, I'll have to have a little wager with, where's the superintendent? I'll have to have a little wager with the superintendent because Mike, his children go to Boone High School, so.
All boys though, so all boys.
But again, congratulations, really outstanding achievement this year, and good luck next year. Man, we're gonna need more room up here. So for the band.
Congratulations, Connie.
Thank you.
Hard work.
For the band, I thought it was only appropriate to have the voice of the PTHS Golden Panther Marching Band, who always does the football game at halftime, Bill Chesney, because the enthusiasm and the energy that he puts into it, I mean, I'm an excitable guy, but there's no way that I'd be able to do what Bill does, so I'm going to ask Bill Chesney to come up, and he's going to read Bill's got a little additional to add to it, so.
So before I get to the proclamation, it's only going to be about a minute, so it's nothing I got approved, but I don't think it needs to be approved.
Wait, before we start, Anthony and your Bruno, come on up. If the band wants to come on up, you can come on up. What we're gonna do is, one is, just remember, everybody
Who was in my group last year, doesn't
some of the band can go up behind, in the council chamber up top, and some of us can come here if you want. This way your parents can get great pictures.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I was trying to avoid that.
I like chairs.
Chairs out of the way.
Keep going. Wait, at the end. Actually, there's probably. Okay, no, up here. We don't have that much room.
Guys, push the chairs from the back on the front.
Saxophone game.
All the way to the end.
Do me a favor, can you just fill that one back too?
I've been here one other time.
Twice.
Dallas went for a time. Like some school trip. I've been here for at least I thought it was gonna be fun. I thought it was gonna be an hour away from like one of my classes. And I was just more bored if like I just stayed in the class and stuck in the classes that was in here. They're just talking about boring stuff. And half the people that were right there didn't show up.
Guys, someone stand by, please. Thank you. Band on standby.
All right, before I read the proclamation, just wanted to say, when you do something once, it's great. When you do it again, it becomes special. What have the past 4 seasons meant for these seniors that are standing up here today? 2016, second place at Nationals, losing by only 2/10. 2017, state and national champions. 2018, second in Group 4 state championships, going against schools with 1,500 to 2,000 kids. 2019, winning nationals again. This has been the biggest improvement of any band I've seen in the past 7 years. And to all these kids here, Mr. Stryper and Bruno, please, never forget how you felt hearing the second place band announced. That special feeling should and will last a lifetime. So the proclamation today, Township of Pequannock, Morris County, New Jersey, December 10th, 2019. Whereas the Pequannock Township Council is proud to honor and recognize the Pequannock Township High School Golden Panther Marching Band for their recent win as the U.S. Band's national champions. And whereas the marching band, competing against 10 bands from 4 different states, was awarded first place overall and received the captions for Best Visual, Best Percussion, and Best Color Guard. And whereas their individual talents and outstanding teamwork and efforts under the leadership of band directors Anthony Streifer and Bruno Maioria have earned the Pequannock Township High School Golden Panther Marching Band the admiration of their school and community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Pequannock in the County of Morris, State of New Jersey, that the Township Council, on behalf of the entire community, hereby recognizes the members of the Pequannock High School Golden Panther Marching Band for their exceptional efforts and proclaims December 10th, 2019 as the Pequannock Township High School Golden Panther Marching Band Day in Pequannock Township. Congratulations to you all.
Again, you know, we love to recognize the high school students for all of their achievements, and this was definitely well worth recognizing them this evening. Best of luck next year in all you do, and keep bringing those championships home. So,
One more, here we come, Mr. Schreiber.
Ryan, you want to say something, guys?
I can't be more proud of my peeps here. That's awesome. Great job, guys.
Great job, guys, for all your hard work, and just keep it up, and want to see more awards. I'm sure you guys are going to do it next year, too.
As a football mom, I had the pleasure of watching you guys every week, and you were phenomenal. Even the last night at the football dinner, all the football players were also raving about you guys. You should have heard it. It was great, and you guys were great all year long.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming.
Are you in the postseason chat? I'm recording
Whoa. You sound great, by the way.
Oh, really?
She's telling me all the time that I remember a club bar where she was telling me about the inspection of the bars in Hoboken, and so they would let her out here extra stuff.
Good job.
Are you ever?
Hot up there.
I ran so slow the other day. It was embarrassing. You could have beat me, Ryan.
I think so.
But we got away with it.
Our pleasure.
Melissa has not moved over.
Usual scheduled program.
They did.
Nobody wants to stay? Nobody? Anybody? Please? All right.
I I thought he was going to say a few words. What's his name again? The director?
Anthony.
Yeah. They said they have 8 or 9 seniors this year.
Yeah.
That was the right thing to do.
I once did a,
Hey, you don't want to stay?
I once did a paper on libraries.
Thank you. Great season.
Teenage, yeah,
I'm just gonna go down the line. Thank everybody for.
going out.
Bye, Kay.
Our pleasure.
Congratulations, I'm Madam Town Manager.
Bye, Kay.
Hey, congrats.
See you at the Polar Pond.
Proud, please.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
I was going to go in this year with you. You convinced me. Oh, okay. You know what? We'll come visit you in rehab.
Not visiting you in the lake.
I'll FaceTime you from the lake, okay?
At this time, is there any reports or comments from any volunteers serving our community?
I don't think anybody's left, Mayor.
And like nobody here.
Next on the agenda is public comment. This public comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes. An additional period of public comment is reserved for later in the meeting. Individuals are requested to limit their questions to 3 minutes. If anyone wishes to address the council, please wait to be recognized, come to the microphone, and provide your name and address for your record, even though we know everyone that's left here. Anyone? Public comment? Okay, seeing none, we're going to move to the manager's report. Mr. Brewer.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple quick items that were just follow-ups from the last meeting. The first, there was a question posed in public portion about the cost of the sign for Chief Verhaeg. The cost of the sign was $100. And there was a question also about the volunteer and staff holiday lunch, which is scheduled for Thursday, December 19th, 2019. And then, the balance of my report just simply covers the ordinances which are scheduled for public hearing later this evening.
Okay, thank you very much. Next on the agenda is public hearing on ordinance number 2019-15. Ms. Marsh.
Ordinance number 2019-15 is an ordinance to amend Chapter 152 of the Code of the Township of Pequannock, Section 15203, Building Sewers, Connections, Fees, Public Sewer System Extension.
Is there any comments from council? And just to be clear, this is just the sewer rate, correct?
Correct.
Right, this is just the sewer.
Sewer rate consistent with the discussion that was previously held, the analysis that was provided.
And while nobody likes to raise sewer rates, it's necessary. We have to do it.
Absolutely.
We looked at everything.
Yeah, we tried. We tried every other way.
Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. If anyone from the audience has a question or comments on this ordinance, please come to the microphone and identify yourself for the record. Okay, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Is there a motion to adopt the ordinance?
I'll make the motion to adopt the ordinance number 2019-15.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Hurd?
Begrudgingly, yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Cole?
Yes. Next on the agenda is public hearing on ordinance number 2019-16. Ms. Marsh.
Ordinance number 2019-16 is an ordinance amending Chapter 129 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Pequannock and amending fees for PV Park.
Are there any comments from council?
No, just same thing as the sewer rates. We did a lot of our homework, and we made sure that, this we feel is in the best interest, and
This, I feel, was long overdue.
we did put a lot of work into it, so I think we're good.
All right. Ryan, anything?
I am good.
All right. Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make that motion to open the public hearing.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If anyone from the audience has a question or comments on this ordinance, please come to the microphone and identify yourself for the record. Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there a motion to adopt this ordinance?
I'll make the motion to adopt ordinance 2019-16.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Ms. Marsh, roll call, please.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Hurd?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Cole?
Yes. Next on the agenda is ordinances for introduction, and we do not have any for this evening. Next on the agenda is resolutions. Ms. Marsh.
Moving along very quickly here.
Sorry.
Beginning with Resolution R 2019-234, authorizing the execution of an interlocal service agreement with the Borough of Lincoln Park for the provision of animal control services. 2019-235, accepting a donation from Larry Scienski for a Michael J. Scienski Memorial Scoreboard. 2019-236, authorizing the acceptance of a hold harmless agreement from Christopher and Lauren Lamoureux for Block 304, Lot 31, which is 6 DeBow Terrace. 2019-237, authorizing the transfer of 2019 municipal budget appropriations. 2019-238, authorizing cancellation of outstanding checks. 2019-239, canceling 2019 recreation utility budget appropriations. 2019-240, confirming the designated membership in the Pequannock Township Fire Department for Nolan Baum. R 2019-241, authorizing the Municipal Alliance grant application for the fiscal year 2021. 2019-242, authorizing tax office refunds, overpayments, or cancellations. And R 2019-243, approving payment of the itemized claims as set forth on the December 5th, 2019 bill list and 2015 FEMA elevation escrow list.
Okay, thank you. Are there any comments on the resolutions from council?
Just quick clarification on Resolution 2019-235. We are going to do some kind of an event or something, correct?
We discussed opening day being the most
Yeah, we
appropriate
discussed
time.
opening day.
Perfect. Thank you, that's all.
The only thing is opening day is usually at Field 1, so I don't know if they want to, the microphone and everything is Field 1, but we'll definitely mention it on opening day.
Are we going to do something here too?
If we could, it might be nice.
Yeah.
I'll touch base with...
Just a question.
Ask him if he'd rather do it on opening
can ask
day.
Yeah, I'll
or-
coordinate
Yeah.
with him and get back to council.
Perfect, thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay, is there a motion to adopt these resolutions?
I'll make a motion.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ray.
Rock, paper, scissors? I'll make a motion to adopt Resolutions R 2019-234 through R 2019-243.
Councilwoman Russell, would you like to second?
I will, thank you.
All right. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Hurd?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Cole?
Yes. Okay, next on the agenda is reports, the items for discussion. We do not have anything. Next on the agenda is reports and notices. Are there any comments? I just want to say that's the one that we got the 300 grand for Beaverbrook, so.
Yeah,
No, this is for Alexander Avenue.
Alexander Avenue.
Alexander Avenue,
maybe
okay.
just highlight that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the township submitted a $325,000 grant application for a $365,000 project, so we asked for a good amount of the project, and they awarded $300,000. So the amount in the capital appropriation can be reduced based upon the grant award. My compliments to the township engineer, Mr. Golden, does a good job in administering these things together. I've heard of towns that don't get these. These are not automatic, so it's really important that it's efficiently managed, and all the submittals after the fact have to be done right. Otherwise, they take it away from you. So we've done well over the past few years, and we hope to continue.
Please extend our gratitude and thanks to Mr. Golden for the entire council.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Okay, next on the agenda is council reports and announcements. Councilwoman Florence Lynch.
I just had a couple of comments and things. So where are we? Are we done, or are we still in the process of doing those final paving areas? Or are they done? No. Where are we with the Mountain Ave and the...
We have had a frustrating lack of communication from the contractor, so everything still is kind of in process. Cutlass was not done.
They've been milled, right?
Cutlass has been milled, Mountain's been milled, I believe Mountain was done, Cutlass was not, and we're not sure about the Hillview parking lot. That's kind of the last, because it is in operations, so that may be something that gets moved to the spring. It's weather and daily dependent with the contract.
Okay, thank you for that update. What else do I have? I noticed we all get copied on, whether it's the Historic Trust Fund applications for the 2020 grant rounds, and there was another one we got, but I'm sure you and the professionals are all on top of the grant applications, and we're on target with getting everything in, so thank you.
One of the considerations for the Historic Preservation Grant is I'm anticipating a recommendation to award the contract for the Martin Berry House renovations this December, based upon the availability of cash match funds and what might be next. I'm trying to do an evaluation of what we may or may not apply for in 20.
Okay.
And that'll be kind of, we're going to move forward with everything ready to go, but we'll be conscious of the costs associated, and that'll be reviewed with council.
And there was something else coming up in, was it January? There was a deadline.
CDBG application,
Right.
a resolution also authorizing the grant application for the December 20th date for that.
Okay, good. The only other two comments I have is I sat in, as some of us did on the planning board, adoption of the master plan Monday night. They were given the whole presentation by H2M. I thought it went over very well, so, great job to everyone involved in the master plan. I think we're going to have a lot of work ahead of us and hopefully get some good outcomes for the, for the town for the future. What else? And the mayor might also mention this. Some of us went to the 50th anniversary of V&J Pizza and did a special ribbon cutting over there. And it's really nice to see a business owner thrive for so long in town. So that was awesome. As far as committees, none of my committees met, so I don't have any report on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Hurd.
Thank you. I'm going to echo a lot of things that Councilwoman Florence Lynch stated. V&J's 50 years, it's amazing, considering what they've been through as well, so I'm glad that they stuck around, and they're doing great. Master plan, same thing. I do have a question on that. Now that it is passed, when do we start looking at adopting or doing resolutions and such relative to the plan? So that
the next step will be I'll solicit a rough proposal from H2M, or at least an estimate of costs associated with doing some of the priority action items. The first obviously being the zoning ordinance. A comprehensive review of zoning code to prepare a new zoning ordinance is not an inexpensive endeavor.
Oh, really?
So it's a very tedious thing. You're basically undoing everything. As we've talked about in the past, code just kind of grows.
Yeah.
And things get added and changed, and it just becomes this large pile. It's basically undoing all the spaghetti and coming up with something new.
So the goal not only would be to change the code, but clean it up as well.
Comprehensively
take care of two things at one shot. Okay, great.
So that's get an idea of those costs, again, as a component of the budget discussion, and then working through the priorities, but yes.
But there are some low-hanging fruit that we can, take care of and clarify and all that.
Yep.
Excellent. Tree lighting was amazing, and even more amazing was the choir. I gotta tell you, every year they get better. They were just so tight, so phenomenal sounding. I am really proud of them. My historic committee meeting did meet. We were talking about doing interpretive plans for both the railroad station and Martin Berry House, which is basically, what do we do when we get stuff? Donate it. What's the focus of Martin Berry House? What's the use going to be? Is it going to be the same or different from the train station? It's going to take them anywhere from 6 months to a year, but this will just have clarification on even donations that they take in. Why we're taking it, and does it make sense for that? So that's great. You did answer one of my questions on the bids. When do you think, so once they get approved, when do you think we'll be at a point that we can start leveraging the Martin Berry House? that going to be like third quarter next year, or do you think we're going to have to give up a full year?
I don't want to answer without knowing the answer. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll have a better answer once the contract is awarded and we have the pre-construction meeting and the construction schedule is established, then I can be able to give you a more informed answer.
Okay. Just trying to figure out, okay, so now how do we leverage this asset to its best possible abilities?
Sure.
So, excellent. What else? Open space, we had a great meeting. Obviously, we talked about the master plan. I believe we got a bunch of stuff taken care of. Everybody's happy, so I'm happy about that. And that is all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Russell.
My committees did not meet due to the weather. Environmentalist tomorrow. This Saturday is the pancake breakfast with Santa, this breakfast with Santa in the morning, and the Historical Society parties in the afternoon, right, Ryan?
Yes, that is correct. Starts
Okay,
at
so
12.
the firemen's installation, the invites went out in the mailboxes. And Mayor, we had spoken about this, but I don't know if anybody has seen the building in Pequannock that they redid. It's just beautiful.
The two buildings.
The two buildings. It's where the barber shop is and Faces Plus. Whoever did it,
We should do that all over.
Every time you look at it, it just looks so classy. And I just wish more building owners would just take a look and see how appealing that looks.
That's the one down by, was it Barty's?
It's across, no, it's across the street from like Rita's.
Like the girl.
Oh, yeah,
Girl
where they
talk.
whitewashed the bricks and everything.
It's all gray.
Yeah, it looks very
and
nice. I agree.
It looks stunning.
So, my question to you then is, I believe the property owner is the same for the two buildings.
Okay.
Is there any way we can just send, hey, thank you, thanks?
I'd be happy to draft a letter.
Yeah, I think that would be nice because it really, it looks stunning. And I smile at it. Every time I go over, I think if that whole row of buildings looked like that, it would look so nice.
Like I said last night, it just takes one or two to start, and hopefully it trickles down to,
Hopefully another business owner will go up to him and say, that looks really good.
That's what I'm hoping. More people drive by and go, wow, I like the way that looks. That's going to be nice.
So that'd be good if we can draft a letter.
Absolutely.
And do we have, isn't there an opening, is that opening Thursday?
No, there's an opening tomorrow.
Tomorrow at
Wednesday.
6, Scribble Garden.
Down by
Is that 6?
Air to Die For.
Oh, that's right, we forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's at 6 o'clock, Scribble Garden Cafe.
Yes, 6 o'clock tomorrow.
And that's it.
All right, I was going to mention the First Aid Squad Santa and Pancake Breakfast again is this Saturday from 8 to 12. Fair Housing is scheduled to meet this Tuesday, which is a 12/17, which is a different date because our date that we're supposed to meet is 12/25, and we're not going to meet on that day.
Why not?
So we're going to meet on Tuesday, 12/17, from what I understand. It was a great showing at V&J Pizza. It's amazing that they've been in business for 50 years and they haven't delivered.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
It was nice of Sheriff Gannon to come too.
Sheriff Gannon was there. So it was a pleasure doing that. We read the proclamation inside. It was very busy with customers, so all the customers were able to hear the proclamation read. And then we cut the ribbon outside. So it was a great event. The tree lighting, as Councilman Hurd said, was the same night. That was very well attended. The brass band was there from the high school, the choir. Our Citizen of the Year lit the tree. I think there's a little to be desired with how we light the tree, I said, how's he lighting the tree?
I thought it worked perfectly.
Yeah, it did. He's got to go around the back of the tree and flip the switch. I said, no, he's not going to go around the back of the tree. So Demetrius went around the back of the tree and he did the countdown. And but it'd be nice if we just had a switch or something.
Acme plunger.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The master plan meeting was last night. Currently, I sit on the planning board. It was a great presentation. I was very happy that it was well received within the community, and that we were able to, approve that last night. Everyone agreed with the master plan, so it was a great vote. This Thursday, we have a special meeting at 6. That'll be in a small conference room.
Pizza?
I don't think we're doing pizza. Are we doing pizza, Carol?
If you want pizza, you get pizza. If you don't want pizza,
Well, there you go.
what's the consensus?
Oh, I don't care.
It doesn't matter to me.
I'm fine with pizza.
Yeah, you want to get some pizza, you can get some pizza.
Okay.
That's a yes.
All right, next on the agenda is public comment. If anyone wishes to address the council, please wait to be recognized, come to the microphone, and provide your name and address for the record. Frank's coming up. And just so everyone remembers, our next meeting will be on Friday, December 20th at 1 o'clock.
Frank Scazzeri, 35 West Franklin Avenue. I won't be here till 6, so I'm going to miss the pizza.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
I'll save you a slice.
I promise I'll save you a slice.
Yes, our the council meeting starts at 1, and we have a special meeting scheduled for 11:30,
okay.
if needed.
Okay, gotcha.
We may be able to work everything out this Thursday, so we'll see. The 20th, Frank, is we're having a special meeting in the earlier, an hour and a half earlier, just in case we still have to figure out who's going to what committee. All right, next on the agenda, minutes. I missed the minutes last week, last council meeting, so we have minutes from September 24th, October 22nd, which was a special meeting, and September 24th, and October 8th, and October 22nd, and November 12th. Did I read that right, Carol?
You have to,
Councilman Hurd, you have to abstain from the 22nd, so if I can ask one of the ladies down below to make the resolution.
I will make the motion to approve the meeting minutes from October 8th, October 22nd, September 24th, and November 12th.
wait,
Did I get that right?
it's the September 24th and October 27th special meetings.
Special meetings.
And the September 24th, October 8th, October 22nd, and November 12th regular meetings.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Yep,
Yep, that's what you said, right?
Yes.
As amended.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
You have to say your
Ryan is
I
going...
abstained from 10:22.
The regular, no, the special meeting.
Special meeting, 10:22.
Thank you.
Okay. Next on the agenda is closed session. We do not have anything scheduled for this evening?
No, sir.
There being no further business, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 7:34.
Right.